Hello and welcome to another IELTS listening test. In this summary, the movie we are focusing on is called The Skin I Live In. It is a story about a doctor, Dr. Robert Ledgard, who does an unusual experiment on a woman named Vera. The movie shows us how Dr. Robert changes Vera's body in strange ways, and it reveals the secrets behind their lives. As we go through the summary, we will listen to different scenes and answer questions just like in the IELTS listening test. This will help us improve our listening skills while enjoying the story. The movie is full of mystery and drama, and it gives us a chance to learn new vocabulary and practice listening at the same time. So let's start watching the movie and practicing.
Scene 1. The house is very modern. It has large windows and clean white walls. The house is far from the city. Around the house there are many trees and flowers. It is a quiet place. Inside the house lives a man named Dr. Robert Ledgard. He is a doctor. He is not just a normal doctor. He is a plastic surgeon. That means he helps people change their face or body. He is smart and rich. He wears suits and speaks softly. In one room of the house there is a woman. Her name is Vera. She is beautiful. She has smooth skin and long dark hair, but she cannot leave the room.
Part 1. Questions 1 to 5. Welcome to the listening test. In this first part, you will hear some information about a large house and the people who live in it. You will need to fill in the form using the information you hear. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. The house is big and beautiful. It is outside the city. The area around the house is quiet. It has trees, a garden, and high walls. No other houses are close to it. Inside the house lives a doctor. His name is Dr. Robert Ledgard. That is, L-E-D-G-A-R-D. He is a man who works alone. He is smart and quiet. He does experiments in his private lab. Dr. Robert lives with a woman named Marilia. That is M-A-R-I-L-L-I-A. She is the housekeeper. She cleans the rooms and cooks the food. She is always serious. She does not speak a lot. There is also a young woman in the house. Her name is Vera, which is spelled V-A-R-A. She stays in a locked room on the top floor. She cannot leave the room. The windows are strong. The door is always closed. Dr. Robert watches Vera on a computer screen. He sees her every move. He also gives her food and clothes. Vera does not speak to anyone. Part 2. Questions 6 to 8. Now listen to more information about what happens inside the house. You will answer questions 6 to 8. First, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 8. Every morning, Dr. Robert goes to his private lab. He wears a white coat and black gloves. He works for many hours each day. He uses many tools and machines. Vera spends time doing art. She paints pictures on the wall. She also does yoga and reads books. Her room has a bed, a table, and a large mirror. Marilia takes care of everything in the house. She also brings meals to Vera. She never asks questions. She always follows Dr. Robert's rules.
Surgery on her many times. He has changed her face and her skin. Outside, people do not know about Vera. No one visits the house. No one asks questions. Dr. Robert goes to the hospital sometimes. He speaks at science events. People think he is a great doctor, but no one knows his secret. Vera follows a strict routine. She wakes up, does yoga, eats food, reads books, and paints on her walls. Her room is clean and quiet, but it has no door she can open. The windows are strong glass. She cannot break them. Sometimes she looks at herself in the mirror. She touches her face and her body. Her eyes look tired. She seems lost. For him, she is part of his experiment, and Vera waits inside her silent room.
IELTS Listening Test, Section 2. You will hear a talk about a special visit to a private lab. Fill in the form below. You will hear the recording only once. Part 1. Questions 9 to 13. Welcome to Section 2. In this part, you will hear some information about a special visit inside Dr. Robert's secret laboratory. You will need to complete a form based on what you hear. Now listen carefully. Dr. Robert works inside a big, clean lab. The lab is in his house. No one is allowed to enter the lab without permission. Inside, everything is white and bright. There are many glass tables, shiny tools, and machines. He is working on a new type of skin. He wants to make skin that is strong and soft. He calls it GAL. That is GAL. This skin is heat-proof, so it does not burn in fire. He uses animals for testing. In one cage there is a mouse. In another there is a small monkey. He watches their skin very carefully. He takes notes every day. He keeps the lab very safe. The doors are always locked, and only he has the key. When he is not in the lab, he watches Vera. She is still in the room upstairs. She does not know what he is doing. Part 2. Questions 14 to 15. Now you will hear a short report about the doctor's background and how he started his work. Listen carefully and write your answers. First, you have some time to look at questions 14 to 15. Dr. Robert is not just a doctor. He is also a scientist. He studies skin problems and plastic surgery. He started working on skin after his wife died in a fire. Her body was badly burned and she could not live. He felt very sad and wanted to help people like her. That is why he started his experiments.
Scene 3. The Visitor. One hot Alia hears a sound. She runs to the room and sees what is happening. She screams. Zeka is hurting Vera. Marilia runs to get Dr. Robert. Everything is fast. Dr. Robert comes with a gun. He sees Zika. He is angry and shocked. He shoots Zika. The man falls to the ground. Blood spreads on the floor. The house becomes quiet again.
Part 1. Questions 16 to 20. You will hear a short talk about how armed robbery happens and how to stay safe. You must choose the correct answer for each question. Now listen carefully to this part of the talk and answer questions 16 to 20. Armed robbery is a serious crime where a person uses a weapon, like a gun or knife, to steal from others. In most cases, the robber covers their face with a mask. This is not to scare people, but to stop anyone from recognizing them later. Hiding their identity helps them avoid being caught. The law gives strong punishments for armed robbery. But if someone is hurt during the crime, the punishment can be even worse. Courts treat violent acts more seriously than robbery alone. To help reduce robberies, banks and shops use special tools. Cameras record every movement, guards watch for danger, and alarms can quickly call the police. These tools help stop robbers and protect people. If you see a robbery, it is important not to touch anything. Police need to collect clues, like fingerprints. Touching objects could damage the evidence. But the most important thing is your own safety. Do not panic or try to be a hero. Try to stay calm and do what the robber says. Most robbers leave quickly if no one resists. Resists. Part 2. Questions 21 to 23. Listen to this short part of the talk. Write no more than 2 words for each answer. Now listen to this next part and complete the sentences for questions 21 to 23. Armed robbery is dangerous because it often involves the use of weapons. These weapons make it easier to scare people and take what they want. In many cases, robbers steal money, mobile phones, or jewelry. To stop this kind of crime, people who work in banks use special tools like panic buttons or silent alarms. These systems help call the police quickly without alerting the robber. Robbers usually do not keep what they steal. Instead, they sell stolen items to get fast money. They often visit illegal markets or sell to others who don't ask questions about where the items came from.
He was there. He came with a friend. He wore simple clothes. He stood near the back looking at the people. At the party, there was a girl named Norma. She was young and quiet. She wore a pretty dress. Her eyes were big. She was the daughter of Dr. Robert. She was not like other girls. She was shy and sometimes scared. Crowds made her feel strange. Norma walked through the garden alone. She wanted silence. Vicente saw her. He followed her. They stood near the trees. They looked at each other. Vicente smiled. Norma did not. Time passed. Norma could not live with the pain. One day, she jumped from a window. She died. Dr. Robert felt deep pain. He lost his daughter. He wanted revenge. From that moment, his heart turned cold. He made a plan. A dark plan. Vicente's life was about to change forever. Scene 6. The kidnapping. The day was hot and bright. Vicente worked at the dress shop. He helped customers and folded clothes. He did not know someone was watching him. He did not know his life was about to change. After work, Vicente got on his... did not know himself. His face was different. His chest was different. His voice had changed. His body was not his own anymore. Vicente was gone. Now there was only Vera.
IELTS Listening Test. Section 4. Experimental Surgery and Identity Change. Inspired by the movie The Skin I Live In, 2011. Part 1. Question 24 to 27. You will hear a short talk about a special surgery. Listen and answer the questions. In the movie The Skin I Live In, a doctor named Robert performs a very special kind of surgery. This surgery is not for healing a broken bone or fixing a heart. It is a full-body transformation surgery. The goal is to change a person's body completely, even their face and skin. Dr. Robert uses this surgery on a person named Vicente. After the operation, Vicente does not look like himself anymore. His face, body, and even his gender are changed. He is now made to look like a woman named Vera. This change was not something Vicente wanted. It was done by force. The doctor also uses a special type of artificial skin. This skin is very strong and does not burn easily. He created it in a lab after many experiments. He believed it could help people who are badly burned. But in this story, he uses it to make someone look like another person. This type of surgery is very rare in real life. It needs many steps and takes months or even years to complete. It can also change how people feel about their body and mind. Some may feel lost or confused after it. Part 2. Part 2. Questions 28 to 30. Instructions. You will now hear more about how the surgery changed the person's life. Listen and fill in the gaps. Use no more than 2 words for each answer. After the surgery, Vicente became someone new, Vera. But this change caused many emotional problems. Vera was not happy in her new body. She felt like her old self was taken away. She lived in the doctor's house like a prisoner. Dr. Robert believed he had made something perfect, but Vera felt trapped. She had no freedom, no identity, and no control over her life. Her appearance was changed, but not her mind. The surgery made her skin look very beautiful, but inside she was sad. The new skin did not make her feel safe or proud. She missed her real self. She started to plan how to escape. One day she found a chance. This story shows that changing the body is not always the answer. A person's identity is more than just their face or skin. It comes from their mind, their heart, and their past. Even if someone looks new on the outside, they are still the same person inside. The movie makes us think about deep questions, like who we really are and what makes us human.
Scene 7, Life as Vera. Time moves slowly inside the house. Days turned into weeks, then into months. Vera lived in her room, quiet and alone, ready to live again. Not as a victim, but as herself.
IELTS Listening Test, Section 4. Our topic is psychological effects and moral lessons. You will hear a talk about the moral of the story and the mental condition of a person kept in captivity. Listen carefully and answer the questions below. In the movie The Skin I Live In, a young person is kept locked inside a room for many years. This person is watched all the time by a scientist. Over time, something strange happens. The prisoner starts to feel safe with the person who has kept them locked away. Even though they are not free, they begin to feel close to him. This feeling is called Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is a mental condition. It can happen when a person is trapped or held against their will for a long time. The person starts to trust or even care about the one who is keeping them. This does not mean they are happy. It is more like the brain's way of staying safe. When there is no escape, the mind finds new ways to survive. The movie also teaches a moral lesson. It shows us how dangerous it is to control someone's life and body. Even if we have power, we should never take away another person's freedom. The scientist in the film thinks he is helping, but in the end, he is hurting someone deeply. The movie helps us understand the pain of being trapped and the confusion it can bring. It also shows how powerful the human mind is, even in very bad times. Part 2, Questions 36 to 40. Now listen to the second part of the talk. You will hear more about the emotional effects of captivity. Answer the questions using the information you hear. As time passes, the prisoner in the movie starts to change. She no longer fights back. She accepts her new life. But deep inside, she is still broken. This shows how a person can appear calm on the outside, but be very hurt on the inside. The mind learns to adjust, but the pain stays. Sometimes when a person is kept alone for a long time, they begin to forget who they were before. They can lose their sense of self. That's what happens in this movie. The prisoner loses her past and starts to believe the life created for her. This is very important. It shows how control can destroy someone's identity. Even if the prisoner falls in love or trusts the person keeping her locked up, it does not make the act right. The movie tells us that love without freedom is not real love. The mind may feel something, but it is shaped by fear, time and control. In the end, the story warns us about the danger of playing with human lives. Even science must respect the choices and identity of every person.
Please contact iftishamimudan.shunodan20 @gmail.com for the answers.